Hello, Nick Kringus here with the weekly recap. Today, I want to talk to you about a few things. Number one, PageRank is still king. And this is just one example of PageRank still being the most important thing or ranking factor is the PageRank of the links pointing to you. And as you should already know, the homepage usually has the most PageRank and the most link juice, so therefore getting your link from a homepage to your site is the most powerful, and keeping it there is definitely important. So this past week, two of my sites out of the few dozen that I track and test on, they took a hit after the Google Penguin update. The 2.0 release came out around May 24th, I believe. And two of my sites took a hit in the rankings and also in the traffic. And I'd say they lost about 10 to 20% of the traffic on a daily basis. And now they're coming back up steadily. And for the first, I guess, 2 weeks now, I thought that it was just because of the update that this happened. And I started to wonder if it was the type of backlinks that I had. And then I realized today that at the same time as the update, maybe a few days after the update or before the update, somewhere around the same time, Google also updated its PageRank metric. So I went and I looked at the top links that were giving me these rankings on three different sites that took hits. The two that I told you about, and one other that I know, a friend's site that took a hit. So I looked at their top backlinks that used to be high PageRank links from the homepage of these sites. And all of a sudden, I don't think it was a coincidence that I found that these high PageRank links had been reevaluated by Google, and now they're a lot lower in PageRank. So, for example, one of my sites was had a PageRank 8 link and was definitely causing most of the traffic to the site. All of a sudden, that is a PageRank 3, and another one was a PageRank 9, and that is a PageRank 3. And the other one was a PageRank 6, and that is now a PageRank of 2. And in all cases, all that traffic that was coming from Google now just scaled back a bit. So as soon as the PageRank update happened, which happens every couple of months, I don't know for sure, but I've heard every 3 months Google updates its PageRank metric and goes through all the sites and gives it an accurate PageRank. So PageRank is still king. And in these cases, it wasn't the update, it was the PageRank drop that caused the hit in the rankings. So that was part one of this weekly recap. Part two is the percentage of the links that go to the homepage. And in the wild, as Jeff Johnson used to say, most of the links going to a site will go to the homepage. So if you look here in this screenshot of Market Samurai, here are the sites that I wanted to analyze up here. And down here, this is a relevant keyword, but I want you to look above this line here, because in Market Samurai, if you've ever used it, it says add custom URL. So in order to analyze custom URLs that you enter, you have to put them into that section. This is the SEO competition module. So anything underneath this line will be for that keyword that we're analyzing, and these are the top 10 ranked pages for that keyword. But I want you to look at up here, these 6 sites up here that I've blinked out the URL of. The first two are the same. One is a page and one is the home page. And as you can see, it's really low. And I've had a little bit of trouble getting this site onto page one for the keywords that we're going after. They're right on the cusp of going to page one, but they are not. And I think this might have something to do with it. And these 4 sites are the competitors that I'm going up against. And if you look at the competitors, they have a lot more links, and these are all homepage URLs. The 1, 2, 3, 4, the last 4 here that you see. I hope you can see that. If not, you could maximize it to full screen to get an HD view of this. So these home pages, as you can see over here, backlinks to the page compared to backlinks to the domain, they're about half. And this one is the only outlier. It has 10%, but that's still more than my homepage here, which is less than that. It's 10% to this homepage, and even less to the page. I probably shouldn't have even had the page in there, but the first one is the homepage, and as you can see, it's very, very low. And this might be contributing to the fact that I can't get up to page one for the top 5 or so keywords. It's stuck on page 2. We're doing well. Don't get me wrong, with Google rankings, but for these keywords, we haven't been able to push over to the top, and I believe that part of it is because the ratio of links to the domain, to the homepage, as compared to the domain, is not where it should be. So I always like to look at the competitors and see why they're doing so well, and to see if we can copy what they're doing. So the third part of the weekly recap is the anchor text variation. Something that I've noticed is that Google's going more towards an authority model, and they like to rank sites that are authorities. And even in this example here, if you look down below this line, you'll see that the backlinks to the page are not that many. And even though this is a very competitive keyword, backlinks to the domain count for more. You can see it right here, black and white, underneath backlinks to the page. The top one is 600, and it goes down to 28. But the backlinks to the domain are in the millions, most of them. The lowest one being 162,000 backlinks to the domain. So that goes to show you that they want authority sites, and they're ranking the pages of those authority sites above all other sites out there that are trying to rank for this competitive keyword. So, I mean, 10 out of 10 are authority domains with a lot of links to the entire domain, and not that many to the pages, but it doesn't matter in this case. And I mean, it's true that there are tens of thousands of sites with more backlinks to the page that they're trying to rank the keyword for, but because these domains have so many backlinks to them and the sites are so authoritative, Google gives these 10 sites the top spots. Excuse me. Itch. So, the anchor text. The last thing we're going to go over is the anchor text variation, and this is the same from up here. This is the site that I'm trying to rank, and as you can see, for company name, I have less than 1% backlinks with that anchor text. And look at my competitors, the same competitors from the Market Samurai screenshot. As you can see, and this is the worst of the competitors, they have 17% of anchor text being the company name. This one has 51%. This one has 67%, and this is the best competitor out of the group. And this has 40%. And if you look below, Also among their top anchor text are these URLs with the HTTP and the domain name .com with the www, and over here without the www. So it goes for each of these. No text. This one, like I said, this is the best competitor out of these. And it's a textbook under optimization of anchor text and using the company name 67% of the times. And the rest of these, in this example, were the URL with HTTP with and without www, and no text was probably an image. So if you look over here, this person, another valid competitor, a strong competitor, 51% company name, the rest were the domain and the URL. Same here. These blacked out are keywords right here. So this one had a couple keywords as anchor text, and 17% was the company name, and this was the weakest competitor out of the group, goes to show you. And you can't see that it's the weakest competitor from here. You're just going to have to take my word for it. So I have a little bit of work to do because, as you can see, it's less than 1% for most of these, including the company name and the URL. So you can see right there, that's where I have to focus on next. So I hope you found this helpful. First, we went over that PageRank is still king. Then we went over how 50% of most of my competitors' backlinks were going to the homepage. 50% of all the links to the domain were going to the homepage. And lastly, most of the anchor text they're using are with the company name or the URL, or just the domain name without the HTTP. But the address of the site, mostly the company name though. So those are the 3 things we went over today in the weekly recap. And this has been Nick Kringus, over and out.